And we are joined now by CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata. Charlie, good to see you today. We know Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is meeting with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte at the Pentagon. So what can we expect from today's meeting between Hegseth and the NATO Secretary General?
Right, so the Secretary General arrived here at around 8 o'clock. It's kind of surreal because it's take your child to work today, and there are a bunch of children running around the Pentagon, which is kind of new for me. A lot of smiles, no comment from either gentleman as they made their way upstairs to the Defense Secretary's office. So Kyiv is going to be front and center, right? What's happening in Ukraine. It'll be interesting to see if there's any concrete information coming out of the meeting. Secretary Hegseth and President Trump, for that matter, have made it abundantly clear that they expect to see NATO and European allies, partners, take a more robust lead, particularly in the war with Ukraine. They've been very vocal about that. They've been demanding that the countries pay at least 2% of their GDP in defense spending. That's already happened. In fact, they call it the Trump effect. Poland, in particular, has already surpassed that, which shouldn't be a big surprise. It's happening right across the border from them. And they're acutely aware of the Russian threat. So, and of course, there's Russia's ally, Belarus. So, you know, of course, the NATO Secretary General is here to dissuade both Hegseth and President Trump not to really force the Ukrainians into a peace deal against their will. But NATO partners, and Ukraine for that matter, know full well that U.S. military aid is on the line. And as Holly said, patience is growing thin at the White House.
Yeah, and I want to ask you about those attacks from Russia that we've seen, including Kyiv, the capital, some very brutal attacks there. Does the United States see this as a sign that maybe Russia is not ready for a peace deal?
Well, you know, almost immediately following last night's bombardment of the Capitol, President Trump posted on his Truth Social platform, "Not necessary, very bad timing, Vladimir. Stop, 5,000 soldiers a week are dying. Let's get this peace deal done." As Holly said, I've lost count how many times I've been in the Capitol or other cities when they've come under bombardment, and it's terrifying for the residents. And I have to sort of frame that, like, when you see something like that happen, it means that the Russians have sent so many missiles and drones toward the Capitol, it simply overwhelms air defense systems. Ukraine's Air Force said Russia launched 145 drones and 70 missiles, including 11 ballistic missiles. That's easily the largest attack on the Capitol this year. So the majority of that incoming fire is intercepted. And when you see what you saw last night, or the horrible attack in Sumy a few days ago that killed dozens of civilians, this is intentional. It's a systematic approach to overwhelm the air defense systems and hit random targets. We know President Trump has been deeply critical of Vladimir Zelensky. Criticizing Putin is more rare.
Right. It certainly is. Charlie D'Agata, as always, thank you so much for your insights. We appreciate it.